If you love tier tray decor and shelf sitters, mantle leaners, this is for you. I've got a faux shiplap piece from the Dollar Tree that we're going to turn into a really cute piece of Valentine's Day decor, and I absolutely can't wait to show you how to do this. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I'm Amy Green from Amy and Art Designs, and if you haven't already, I want you to hit the like and subscribe button so we can stay in touch. And let's go over the supply list. Now, as always, guys, this is going to be in the description below, excuse me. But just so that you know what I've got here in case it's unfamiliar to you, I've got a craft iron. I've got a couple different napkins that we are going to decoupage. I've got a piece of faux shiplap from the Dollar Tree. This is 4 1/4 and just over 7 inches, so roughly 5 by 7. I've got satin Mod Podge, some jute twine, scissors. I've got a razor blade. This is to put on the Mod Podge. It's a makeup wedge, and some parchment paper to use when we iron on our napkin, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to put the Mod Podge onto our piece of faux shiplap. So the thing that you want to remember when you're doing this is to make sure you get a nice even coat on the whole piece, and you want to get your edges. That's the place where things come up because people don't get the Mod Podge on the edges. So go ahead and do that, and I will be right back after this is covered. It does not take long. Okay, so while this dries, I'm just going to set it aside, and we are going to cut out our napkin. So the first piece that we are going to put on is this, and I'm just going to cut it in half. So I only need part of it for this project, and I'm going to take it down to its single ply, and by that I mean I just want the pattern piece on the top. When you've got it down to single ply, it is see-through, okay, and that's what gives it that really nice screen printed area. I want to mention that because this is already painted white, we don't need to paint it. If it wasn't painted white, because our napkin is white, we would want to paint it because you can see through that. And you do want that nice white background, unless you wanted a darker background to come through, all right? No, on your tablets only, not on your Nintendo Switch, on your tablets. Yeah, take it up. Whatever's on there you can do. Okay? we go. There we go. All right, I've painted my heart and sanded it, and now I'm just gonna seal it with Duraclear Ultra Matte. I love this, especially for like farmhouse style projects, because it gives it this really beautiful matte finish. And I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on the top. You don't need a lot. It is a little milky white, and then I'm gonna take my clean makeup wedge and just go across the top with it, and that's it. It's gonna give this it's going to, I'm having trouble with my words, give this really beautiful finish. Okay, because we've sanded that down and gotten it to look really, really pretty. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut this, get a clean part. So you can do that with your makeup wedges. Sometimes I cut them in half, and other times I just cut off the end that I used and start fresh. The only reason I started fresh on that is because it was red, and I did not want to get, not that you could necessarily see it on the black, but there was a little red that transferred, and I did not want to get that over here. Just better to start clean, right? Okay, so that's finished. It dries very quickly, so we're gonna put that to the side and move this out of the way. And now we're gonna iron on our napkin. Okay. So, and the truth is, it doesn't really matter where you put it. Oh my God, the light's flickering. All right, so now we're gonna get our napkin on here. Because of the pattern, if it was big enough, you could turn it this way. If you want them going that, I mean, however you want to put them on is fine. I want them up and down so that I've got a pretty straight pattern. Or so I've got, that they look like they're going. And I'm going to put my parchment paper over it when I get it the way that I want, because we're going to iron this on, okay? And so I'm going to start in the middle. I always start in the middle when I iron on and move out so I don't get wrinkles, okay? I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna start in the middle. I'm gonna move up, okay? I'm gonna go over it again. If you go slow enough with a napkin the first time, you should usually get it on there nice and flat, okay? So remember when I told you to make sure you got your edges really well? This is why you want it to adhere to your edges, okay? Be really nice on those edges. Oh, my plug came out. It's okay. It's still nice and hot. All right, and this is going to give it this really beautiful screen printed look. And before I do anything else, I'm just going to check my edges to make sure that everything is, and it is. So now I'll just take my sandpaper and go around the edges and to get that detached. Okay, I'm just going to take our time here. I'm going to speed this up for you. The main idea is to just use your sandpaper and light pressure to go around the edge of your project. And you want to go at an angle or right on the edge, right on that corner, so that you separate the napkin from the project without taking away any of your design. Now we need to get to our shiplap lines, okay? Because we want this to come So I'm going to take my razor just right along this edge slowly, and I'm pushing to the right. Okay, and this is the other reason why you want to really make sure that your napkin is adhered, because if it's not adhered, it's going to rip. Okay, we don't want it to rip. Okay. So we should be able to take our sandpaper now on the other edge and see it just comes right off. Okay, and then we've got our shiplap. I'm going to speed this up a little bit for you. I had a little trouble here getting that tissue paper all the way out of the shiplap groove. So what I ended up doing was taking the edge of my box knife and folding that up and then going along the edge there, and that really helped me get that out and get a really nice clean edge. All right, that's finished. I'm going to seal this. I highly suggest that you seal your napkin crafting projects. I'm going to use the same thing, the ultra matte. I love the ultra matte finish. It's going to be flat. It's not going to be shiny. You don't want to add a lot to this, okay? Just a little bit. The reason I like the Dirt Clear to seal this, I have a couple reasons. One is that if you seal it with Mod Podge and it bubbles, which sometimes these projects do, what happens is that when you go to press it back down with the iron, your parchment paper is going to stick to the Mod Podge, right? Because the heat activates that somehow. I don't know if it melts it. I don't know what it does. I have no good scientific explanation, but you want to make sure that you have that potential to press it back down. All right. And the other reason is, I mean, that's my main reason. And the other reason is it's just simple and it's pretty and it's flat. So we're going to let that dry. And then we'll do our next step. Okay, moving on. We are going to glue, the first step I'm going to do is glue my key onto the heart, and then I'll glue the heart onto the board. I'm going to use my Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. This is probably my favorite thing. It works so well and it's quick and it's cost effective. You can get it in the size I have it. You can get it a little bigger. I think I'm gonna, yeah, about right there. Okay. I've got the heart on there. The reason I'm doing it like this is because it's easier to make sure that it's stuck, and as opposed to trying to clamp the whole thing down. I can get this on and then I can glue my heart. So got that done. Now I'm gonna put some glue on the back of this. You could use any kind of glue. Oh man. All right, so put our heart on there. So I actually made these wood cutouts myself on my laser. You could grab the cutouts from Hobby Lobby, anywhere that sells wood cutouts. You just have to find one that looks the way you want it to look on this board. I also have these in my shop if you want them, under the wood cutouts. Super cute. Super, super cute. I love this shape. I love this shape. Okay. So that's on. Look how great that looks. We're going to put one more touch on this, then we're going to finish it up. So I was initially going to wrap it and then tie a bow in the front, but I decided after looking at it that I want to just wrap it and have it start in the back and not have a bow in the front. Okay, so I'm just going to glue a piece of this jute down in the back. Okay, and then I'm gonna wrap it several times. Let's see how many times we're gonna wrap it. I kind of like it when it looks a little funky-ish, and I want it to be tight because when I'm done, I don't want it to move. Yeah, there we go. And I just want it wrapped 3 times. Okay, there we go. That one's not very tight. Okay. This is the one. This one right here. It's not as tight as I want. I don't want it to move once it's on there. I don't want it to loosen up or for someone to move it or one of my kids to like touch it and it get, there we go. It's like too loose. So I just I'm gonna glue it here and I'm gonna hold that down until it dries. Okay, and then just cut my pipe in a little extra in there. All right, so that's our project. We started with a piece of faux shiplap from the Dollar Tree. You could use any faux shiplap. Doesn't have to be from the Dollar Tree. And then we had a wood cutout and 2 wood cutouts. We Mod Podged on the napkin and painted our heart and our key, glued it on and tied it. And it's just a really simple project, but it is so cute and it's gonna look great. I kind of envision it on a tier tray, a taller tier tray where you need to fill some space in the back, but it could go on a mantle, it could go on a shelf, it could go in a plain decorative tray. So many options for this piece. So guys, I'm Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. Thank you so much for spending time with me crafting today. I cannot wait to craft with you again, and I will be here next week. Make sure you like and subscribe below so we can stay in touch. And if you watch till the end, y'all, leave me a heart so that I know you did. I'll talk to you soon. Do you want to win the sign I made in today's video? All you have to do to enter the gift away is like and subscribe to my channel, fill out the entry form below, including subscribing to my email list, leave a comment, and I'll announce the winner next week. I cannot wait to send this to one of y'all. All right, guys, have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday.